Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of Am I the Asshole questions from Reddit. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I just figured it was time. So I looked for anything related to alternative emo, fashion, and culture and stuff like that. So let's get started. Am I the asshole for refusing to ever take my sister to a Taylor Swift concert? So after Taylor Swift announced her new tour dates, my 13-year-old sister is going crazy and wants to see her, and my mom even promised she'd try to get tickets for her since her date here is close to her birthday. Well, my mom also then asked me, since she tends to be very busy and usually takes my sister to stuff, if I would take her instead, and that I, 18 female, might like it. Well, I got pretty angry because I do not like Taylor Swift at all. I'm really into hardcore punk and metalcore and emo, and real emo like Sunny Day Real Estate and American Football, not My Chemical Romance crap. And so I was like, are you serious, to my mom, and how I didn't like her, and it should be obvious. My mom said that she knew in the past I insisted that I would never ever go to a rap concert. I hate all rap too. Necessary detail. But Taylor Swift isn't rap, and I like going to concerts. I told her that doesn't matter because she still sucks. The only bands I've seen have been very small venues or even just basements and full of people moshing and crowd surfing and going crazy. Nothing like Taylor Swift. And my mom said, even if I didn't like it, if she was busy, then could I do her a favor and take my sister? And I said absolutely not, because I'd rather dip my hands in boiling water than go see Taylor Swift, and that I'd be too embarrassed at any of the shows I do not like to go to if anyone there knew that I actually went to a concert like that. My mom said I'm being really petty and rude. I explained that not all girls my age like Taylor Swift, and she's the exact opposite of what I like, so that's like an insult, and I don't want to torture myself at something like that. Well, now my mom seems actually kind of upset at me, but I don't see why she couldn't just take my sister or have her go with a friend if her friend's moms or sisters are taking them. So am I an asshole? So this is obviously pretty cringy and almost reads like satire, but I don't know. For the sake of this, I'll just take this as truth. Most of the comments on this one say you're the asshole and tell this girl that she's being not like other girls and that she's cringy. All of that is true, I guess, but I don't actually think that this girl is an asshole. I think that if you don't want to go somewhere, you're not the asshole for not wanting to go there. Does she have to take her sister? I don't know what it's like having a younger sibling, so I don't know how much there is like a sense of responsibility you have over that person, but as she said at the end, like, why can't she just go with a friend? Wouldn't that be more fun for her anyways, to go with someone that actually wants to go to the concert? I don't know. Cringy, yes. Asshole, not really. I think this person is just kind of confused. I think their whole identity is kind of tied to what they like and the fact that they're different and they like a certain subculture and that they don't like a mainstream artist like Taylor Swift. The fact that they are almost like embarrassed to go to this Taylor Swift concert is ridiculous, as if someone would see them and think something about them because they're there. This person is really young, and I think that they will probably grow out of this. This is a phase that a lot of teenagers go through. I don't think it's that big of a deal. One of the comments on this post said, "Okay, Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way," which I thought was so funny. That's a reference to My Immortal. If you don't know what that is, it's like a fan fiction that was written in this sort of like, I'm emo and I don't like preps and all this stuff. It does kind of read like that, this post. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she's too old to be emo? I, 17-year-old female, have a friend, Nikki, 17 female, who has always worn pink, loved pop music, and kept her hair its natural color, brown. Well, we had spring break and I went away camping with my family. I didn't have much access to my phone or reception, so all I was able to do was text Nikki 2 or 3 times a day, just to check in. I got back home Friday and we decided to meet up at the mall. I was shocked when I saw her. Her hair was bright pink and she was wearing a completely edgy emo outfit. She had heavy black makeup on too. I asked her why she was wearing it. I wasn't rude, I asked nicely, and she said, "My best friend introduced me to a new band and I love them. I got super into them over the week, and also the style my friend and some other fans of this band have, so I went with it." I just smiled and told her she looked cool, And she said, and my mom even took me to get my hair dyed because I did personal. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Well, we walked for a bit and all she wanted to talk about was her new favorite emo bands. I want to talk about Taylor Swift. Another mention of Taylor Swift. Is this the same person? Who used to be both of our favorite singer. I got fed up and said, Nikki, you're too old to be emo anyway, drop it. She got mad and ended up texting her mom to drive us home. Since then, she's been posting a ton of emo pictures, quotes, and songs on her Instagram page. My other best friend doesn't think I was wrong and understands that I was just upset. Nikki's sister has messaged me saying that I really hurt her feelings. I didn't mean to. I just think she's really too old to be starting this phase as a senior in high school. Am I the asshole for telling her the truth? So, similar to the last one, I don't think you're necessarily an asshole. I think you're just confused. You're never too old to experiment with your style, to find new subcultures, to dye your hair, to do anything. And I have news for you. 17, a senior in high school, is actually extremely young. You are probably going to go through more styles as you grow older. You're not going to have the one that you have now forever. A lot of people's general style actually changes like right after high school, because high school, I don't know, there's like a lot of pressure to fit in and all of that. And once you're done with all that, you can kind of branch out more. This all just kind of reads like petty high school stuff to me. Oh my god, did you hear Nikki? She suddenly like changed her whole style to emo. Isn't that crazy? When you're an adult, like, no one's gonna be talking about each other like that. No one cares. I think maybe you're a little bit of an asshole for telling her she's too old to be emo anyway, when she was just trying to like express to you this new interest that she has. So maybe you should apologize for that, but I don't think it's a huge deal. I think you will definitely grow out of this. Am I the asshole for wanting to drop out of going to a big hardcore emo indie fest because of the Christian bands on the bill? So basically, a couple months ago, my friend, 29 female but platonic, that's a little weird that you included but platonic, you already said friend, but okay, contacted me, 33 male, and asked if I was interested in going with her and her boyfriend to a big 3-day music fest of the music we like. By the way, when I say emo, I mean real emo, like American football, not that stupid mall emo kids with ridiculous haircuts listened to a decade ago. Is this all the same person? When will this end? We've gone to such fests together before, and she thought I could help splitting on gas and a hotel room. It was originally scheduled for this month, but was unsurprisingly postponed until next May. She gave me some of the bands on the bill, like Converge, Poison the Well, As Friends Rust, and Misery Signals, and I was stoked. Tickets were a little pricey, but I could afford it, and I said I was interested. Then I looked at the full bill and saw that there were also stupid Christian bands on it, like Life in Your Way, Norma Jean, Hopes Fall, and Zao. I got pretty pissed, so I told her I was probably going to bow out because I didn't want to see some stupid Christian bands. She was kind of annoyed and asked what the big deal was. It's not a Christian fest, and the majority of the bands aren't. I told her I promised myself to never knowingly see a Christian band play because Christian hardcore is an oxymoron to me. She was like, wow, you're ridiculous. You're just as closed-minded as conservative Christians. And since then has been a bit cold and annoyed to me. So am I an asshole? I don't want to support something I don't believe in. Yeah, I think you're kind of an asshole. So here's the thing. You're 33 and you still haven't realized that not every situation you're in life is going to be catered to your beliefs. There's going to be things against your beliefs all around you at all times. This is a music festival and you don't even have to watch these Christian bands. You can just like watch the bands that you like. It's crazy that you can't even be in the general vicinity of them because you're so against them. Imagine if it was like, I looked at the full bill and saw that Taylor Swift was playing. Like, you're perfectly fine to have that belief if you think that Christian hardcore is an oxymoron. That's fine. Like, but the fact that you don't even want to go to this whole festival because there's gonna be some bands you don't agree with, you seem like kind of an asshole and kind of exhausting to be around. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for wanting to get my nose pierced against my mother's wishes? Am I the asshole for wanting to get my nose pierced? I, male 16, are really into piercings, and I'm a part of the punk subculture and love body mods. My mom, female 38, has let me get my helix pierced and is even taking me to get a tattoo. Ooh, okay. But won't let me get my nose pierced. Her reason is that it will ruin/change my face and that it would break her heart. She told me she can put up with my style, emo punk goth, and wacky hair color, but draws the line at facial piercings. I told her that when I'm 18, I was going to do this anyway, as it is my face, not hers, so it should be my choice. She keeps telling me that I have no respect for her and that I shouldn't get it done because she has supported me as a queer, and with my mental health struggles, I'm disabled, queer, and have many mental health issues/disorders. Isn't that her job as my mom? I want my nose pierced and feel like it's not disrespectful since it's on my body. Am I the asshole? So, no, of course you're not the asshole for wanting to get your nose pierced. And you're right, that is her job as a mom. She's supposed to support you through thick and thin, through whatever you're going through, and whoever you are. But I would say, like, with situations like this, when the parent is not okay with something the teen wants to do, I say just wait till you're 18. Wait till you're 18 and then go ahead and do whatever you want to your body, and you know, the law says that you can do it, so your mom can't tell you that you can't. Not the asshole. Look at my kitty sitting with me. Look at my little kitty on my lap. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the video. Am I the asshole for asking my best friend to dress more modestly around my husband? So my best friend, female 28, is goth alternative, and I'm female 27, the complete opposite of her style-wise. She wears a lot of short skirts and crop tops. I love jeans and sweaters. I've known her since we were both 10, and she only started dressing like this in the last 7 years or so. It made me uncomfortable in the beginning because I feel like she shouldn't be showing so much skin. She gets creepy comments from guys, and they stare at her, so it made me worried for her safety. I also think that people who dress like that don't really respect themselves, or they just want attention, so by dressing like that, she would give people the wrong idea about her. I've asked her to change her outfits before when we went out together a few times because of this, but she refused, so now I just deal with it. She doesn't seem to care who she makes uncomfortable with how she dresses. I recently got married a few months ago, and she came to visit and stayed with me. We live in different states, but this was back when my husband was just my fiance. She brought up my being uncomfortable with how she dressed and asked if I wanted her to dress differently around my fiance. I honestly hadn't thought about it, but I was glad she brought it up and said yes. If she could dress more modestly, I'd appreciate that. She dressed a little more conservatively, for example, wearing a leather jacket so her arms and stomach were covered, but with a short skirt and fishnet stockings. And I realized that part of why I didn't like how she dresses is my own insecurities. I don't always like how my body looks. I'm heavier than her, and she's always been the pretty one who gets more attention. But now she's saying it feels like I'm still not happy with how she dresses because I walked behind her when we all went down a stairwell, so my husband couldn't look at her from behind. I didn't do that on purpose. She said she doesn't think it's right, that I'm policing how she dresses, or that it feels like she has to adhere to a dress code whenever she comes to visit. She tried being more modest, but it's just not her, and she feels uncomfortable and like I don't trust her or my husband. So basically, she just wants to wear whatever revealing outfit she wants around us, and I think that's disrespectful to my relationship. She's never done anything to make me feel like she wants my husband. It's just her clothes I'm not a fan of. So first of all, saying that people don't respect themselves because of what they do with their body or how they look is a very old school mentality that really needs to die. Self-respect has nothing to do with that. Asking her to change outfits before you two go out together is just like, if I was your friend, I would be so annoyed with you. Like, that's incredibly disrespectful to her, I think. I think that you almost became self-aware here. You said that you did realize that you didn't like how she dressed because of your own insecurities, because she was always the pretty and thin one, and you don't feel like that is you. Asking her not to dress a certain way around your husband is kind of putting a band-aid on the problem. I think that's the right way to word it, but it's not really solving the problem. It's not going to the root of the problem, which is your own insecurity. Like, yes, if she dressed exactly like you around your husband, maybe you would temporarily feel better because you wouldn't be worrying about your husband looking at her and her body and maybe subconsciously even comparing you to her. If you felt super confident in yourself and like you were hot and beautiful and you could wear whatever you want, even if you don't want to, even if you don't want to dress like her, you should feel like you could and that you would look good in whatever she's wearing. If you were that level of confident, you wouldn't feel this way if she dresses revealing around your husband. If I was your friend, I would think that you were an asshole. I would not want to be around you. I would want to feel like I can wear whatever I want and that I would be accepted in what I'm comfortable in, and that I could express myself freely. When someone tells you that you're dressing too revealing or you look slutty or whatever it is, it's always projection. It's that person projecting their insecurities, whether it's about they don't like how they look, or it can be about their shame that they're projecting onto you. They feel like if they dress like that, people would think they're a slut, a hoe, whatever it is, and they would hate to be seen like that, so they feel uncomfortable for you, even though that's not their business to be uncomfortable for you. Like, they need to stay in their own lane, you know what I mean? I think that you have a lot of problems, and I feel bad just calling you an asshole because I don't think you're a bad person. I think you just have a lot of work to do on yourself. Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for not changing my wedding theme? I know this is weird, but I want to know if I'm in the wrong. I'm 24 female getting married on Halloween to my amazing fiance, 30 male of 2 years. We both have a Gothic style. Our home is like Adam's Family since we bought an abandoned Victorian style home. Love your vibe already. We love horror and creepy things. So for the wedding, since we met at our city's vampire ball, we decided to do that theme, but more royal and Gothic. The wedding is at a castle. Ooh, love that. I got a custom-made goth wedding dress. My dress is a black ball gown with a lot of lace detail and corset back. Plus, I'm wearing a lace cape and a black tiara. When I showed a few friends of mine the wedding look, they told me it's too much and how it's really over the top. I was told I should go more traditional since my style freaks people out and I could tone down the look. I was told that I should go in more of a traditional style since I only get married once. I told them I don't want a traditional wedding. They told me that they won't go because I'm over the top and the wedding is scary. I told them they don't have to come, but I'm not changing the theme over a few opinions about my wedding. Am I the asshole and a bridezilla? Of course you're not the asshole. You know what? I will never understand people's crazy obsession with weddings. If you just browse Am I the Asshole, so many questions are about weddings and wedding drama. And even if you don't browse Am I the Asshole, I'm sure you know how obsessed society is with weddings, and it's so insane to me. It's hard for me to even comprehend taking a wedding super seriously and wanting it to fit this stereotypical wedding mold that's the traditional way of getting married or whatever. I think if you're gonna have a wedding, you should make it as weird and crazy as you want it to be, or not. You should just do literally whatever you want with it. And also, your wedding sounds like a sleigh. Quite honestly, I don't really like weddings, but I kind of want to go to yours because it sounds kind of sick. I think you're gonna have a great wedding, and anyone that doesn't want to go is just missing out. Not the asshole. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it good there. Let me know if you guys want more of these. Thanks for watching. Here's the song recommendation of the day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.